Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm doing my haul from Babe 2025. This is the Chronically Ill edition. I had a shower this morning and now I can't really stand up or move a whole lot. So here we are. It's gonna be low energy, lots of breaks. I don't have a whole lot of time at the moment, so it's getting done today and you're just gonna have to ignore the fact that I'm in a really big old hoodie and I might seem kind of out of it. I feel kind of out of it, but I really want to talk about these books and I already took them all out of my shelves and put them on the floor, so now I feel like I kind of have to do this because otherwise it's just going to be a mess. So with that all said, we're going to jump in. I haven't counted how many books I've bought this year. I can tell you that I'm pretty sure I bought less than I bought in 2023, which is a good thing. I'm happy with that. We're going to start with this pile here. These are the authors that I only got one book from, and then we'll move into the ones I've got multiple things from. Okay. Let's start with this one. This is Bite Marks and Bewitching. This is one of the anthologies from the event, and this is the paranormal one. The other one was contemporary, and I didn't get that one because that had billionaires and mafia and stuff I think in it, and that's not really my vibe. But yeah, there's a couple of different authors in here. We got Jamin Eve and Tate James, Alicia Williams, April L. Moon, Becca Seymour, Brendy Elledge, Cassie Leyland, Heather Renee, K.L. Steele, Katie May, Liliana Rose, Mary Cardno, Mia Hartson, Selena A. Fenich, Serena Connolly, Skylar Andra, and Stephanie Holmes. I've only read Stephanie Holmes and Cassie Leyland, so I'm interested to try the others. I got this signed by Tate and Jamin and then just didn't bother with any of the others, to be honest, because I wasn't purchasing from any of them, so I just kind of kept forgetting about it. It's very pretty. We'll see if I ever read it. I don't know. I got it because last time I didn't get an anthology and I don't know. I felt kind of disappointed that I didn't. But this could be a good way to try some authors. And yeah, I believe all the proceeds went to charity. I also had a VIP ticket, so I got one of the VIP bags and it came with 2 free books. A Curse of Fate. This one's by Jamin Eve. Very pretty. It's got lavender pages, and the pages themselves are lavender, and it looks really cool. This is paranormal shifter sort of thing. The other one we got was the new Tate James, Dear Reader. I ended up passing that off to someone else because it's just not really my vibe, and I thought that I didn't need it. I was never going to read it, and so I just passed it off to someone who I thought would enjoy it more. Okay, I got one other free book from the event, and that was The Other Brother by Teeny Page. She was giving out ARCs. This is that. signed as well, and I honestly don't really know anything about this one. I had never heard of Tierney Page, but my best friend Angel said that this sounded really good, and at least at the point that we picked these up on Saturday, there were like plenty of arcs, so I didn't feel too bad about taking one, even though I didn't really know too much about this. I know that it is contemporary. It's an ex-fiance's brother, forbidden love, spice, banter, found family, and slow burn. It says on the back, and I like all of those things, so I think I will really enjoy it. Does it say when it comes out? It does. July, so it'll be out relatively soon. I think I already hauled this one months ago when I bought it, but it was Faye's Torment by Atlas Rose and Kim Fox, but they are the same person. This is, what's it called? I think it's called like, oh, the Mafia Monsters. This is Faye, and I felt like I could do like a Faye Mafia. Couldn't do a human contemporary Mafia, but throw in the Faye and maybe I will enjoy it. I still haven't read it, but we'll see how I go with it. And yeah, well, this is the 7th book in the series. There's 3 about vampires, 3 about wolves, and then these Fae ones. It's supposed to be 3 in this series, but this came out in 2021, and I don't think the others have ever come out, but I don't know. We're going to give it a go. Next one I have here is Lucky Hit by Hannah Cohen. I had planned to originally buy Hannah Cohen's indie published series for the event and then purchase all of her trad pubbed ones. I didn't end up doing that. I ended up just buying this one. I honestly just ran out of time before Babe, and I haven't read this yet. I did read some of those indie pub ones, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this one. It's hockey, and I liked her writing, so I think we'll be fine. And I got her to sign some book plates for me if I decide to buy the rest of this series or her other series. We'll just see. Another one that I bought to the event was Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Roerich. I don't really know how you say her name. I haven't read this one either. I did start it and I did really enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to continuing it. I also got her to sign a bunch of book plates for me if I decide to buy the rest of this series, or her one that is still indie pubbed. Looking forward. It's a chunker though, so we'll see when I have time to do that. Okay, last couple of authors I only bought one thing from. It is not a romance event until Angel and I have gone to see Grace McGinty. This is, this must be the 5th or so time that we've met with Grace. She is one of the loveliest people I've ever met. She is just so nice, and like she always remembers Angel and I, and she's just so sweet. So I had to pick up this one. This is Break My Bones, which is the second one in this kind of series. The first one is Sticks and Stone. So very much looking forward to this one, and it is always nice to see Grace. I'm trying to be really careful because I have Fletchy sitting like just right here where I'm like placing the books, so I'm being so careful that they're not gonna like scare him because he is fast asleep, but so far so good. Okay, next I have a few books I bought at the event. These are still ones I only bought, authors I only bought one thing from. I think I only bought one other thing at the event, but we'll see when we get to that. First one is Forgiving Darkness by Kat Sirota. This is the first book in the Binary Souls series. This is easily one of the most gorgeous books I've ever seen. I don't know that you can really tell, but it's like shimmery, but it's also matte. It feels ridiculously nice. I've never felt a book like this before. Fantasy, there's a like runaway princess and there's a fae sort of thing, and it has gorgeous edges as well. And it's a duology, which is always nice because I feel like then I'll actually finish the series. Kat was so nice. Kat and her PA Megan were absolutely lovely, and I was already excited about this before the event. Angel and I found this one like the night before, and we were like, well, we've got to go and see her if we have time. And the feel of the book, how nice she was, just added to everything, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be one of the next things I pick up. We'll talk about what I'm currently reading from this stack later, but I think after I'm done with that one and the one other thing I'm reading, I think this will be the one I pick up. Final one that I only bought one from was Devon Sinclair. This is Just Drive. This is a F1 romance, which I've never read before, but Angel loved this. I think it's F1 and yeah, and Omegaverse. I've read Devon Sinclair before and I've really enjoyed her, so I am excited to try this one. I know nothing about the F1. Angela is like obsessed with it and I know absolutely nothing. So this, I think, will be a fun read because I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna see. I just had planned to get book plates from Devon Sinclair, and then she had this one at the event and there were 2 left. And so I was like, well, I have to buy it. So I did. And then ironically, a friend of Angel's bought the last one. So just, Angel is a bad influence, honestly. But I'm very excited for this. I think it might be a series too. That could be exciting. All right. I'm gonna take a pause to have some tea and regroup, and we'll move on to the authors that I bought multiple things from. All right, the rest of these are just in a random order of whatever. I've kind of separated them into their authors on the floor. So, first one, 2 that I took to the event. And these are both from A.K. Mulford. I have The Witch's Blade, which is book 2 in the Five Crowns of the Ockrith series. The first one being the High Mountain Court. I bought that at Last Babe, read it last year, really enjoyed it. I haven't gotten to this one yet. I did start it and I read most of it, and then I just got distracted as per usual. So coming back to that one, and then I believe she's at Rare, and the plan is to get the rest of her books signed then. This one as well is A River of Golden Bones, and I believe this is the first book in a new series. I think there's maybe 2 out at the moment. It's called The Golden Court, and yes, it mentions 2 at the front. Haven't read this one yet. We'll probably try and finish that series first and then move on to this one. Okay, next, some special editions. I could not turn these ones down. I thought they were gorgeous. So I have Ensnared by Rebecca Quinn. This is the first book in the Brutes of Bristlebrook series. Let me show you. It's very pretty, and I believe, yeah, there's some, there's some chapter art through there as well. So there's that one, and then also book 2, which is Entangled. Oh, it's so big. And I read book 1 last year as well. Loved it. One of my favorite books of last year. Although it is very, it's like borderline out of my comfort zone. But I could not turn these down since I enjoyed that one so much. And book 3 is actually out in a couple of days. So I'm really hoping to purchase the 3rd one at Rare. And also Rebecca Quinn was so nice. Everyone that we met was so nice this year. Which is definitely the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the rule, not the exception. But it's still just really nice when everyone is excited and happy to meet their readers, and you feel like you get to have a good chat with them. So those 2, stunning, beautiful, got a bunch of art prints with them, bookmarks, etc., as well as like a stress ball in the shape of an apple that the cats have been loving. We might as well talk about some other huge special editions while we're here. This one is so hard to lift, and I just realized they're in upside down, but this is State of Grace by Colette Rhodes. This is the entire 5-book series in these 2 huge but gorgeous editions. Okay, so this is volume 1. Has this beautiful blue on the side, and I believe this has some art in here also. Yes, at the chapters. So this is book, I think this is 1, 2, 3, and then volume 2, which is over here, is 4 and 5, I think. This one is so pretty as well, and it's got the black and the blue in there. Just like, oh, so pretty. I read book 1, which is Run Riot, again, last year. No, not even last year. I read it in February, I think, of this year. Again, really, really enjoyed it. I have read Colette Rhodes in the past as well. And I didn't think this would really be my type of thing. I thought it was more, I don't know, dark romance, but it is reverse harem, sort of paranormal-ish. And I really like that first one, and I've been so excited to get this one. Can I read these copies? We're gonna find out. They're heavy. We're gonna see how I go. But otherwise, I believe they're all on KU anyway, so I might end up reading it like that. I don't love doing that, but I don't know. I think this might be one of those where that's my only option, really, because they are big uns and they are heavy, but so pretty and so worth having on my shelves. I don't know where I'm going to put them right now, but that's fine. Some more special editions. Firstly though, I have A War of Ruin and Reckoning by Lana Pekachik. This is the 9th book in the Fae Guardian series. This was the only one I didn't have. So now I have it. Very excited. I am not up to this book yet. I'm up to book 5. I haven't even reached the elves yet. We're still with the vampires. It's fine. But now that I have this one, probably just going to read them back to back. Because this is one of those rare series that I actually enjoy doing that. So we'll see. And then I got a special edition from Lana. She does such gorgeous ones. So this one comes with a little slipcase. Very pretty. And this is Castle of Nevers and Nightmares. This, oh my god. I just remembered the sides. Look at that. Look at the detail. It's crazy. Just the level of detail that is put into Lana's books is insane. Like, look at that. Like, and this map. Like, is that not stunning? Very excited to get to this one at some point. Probably, honestly, I'm gonna just work my way through all the different Lana books that I have and haven't read yet. But I also got some of these. Now, so these were from the Bride Hunt box, which was from Lana, Evie Mitchell and Beck McMaster. And again, the detail that went into these is insane. I'm gonna link down below a unlisted video. I did film a clip of me going through the box and opening it for the first time. That was going to be part of a vlog, but just doesn't really make sense anymore. So you can see my reactions in real time. But this came with 3 books, one from each author. We have The Maiden. This one is by Evie Mitchell. There you go, you can kind of see her name there. And yeah, they came with these little, like, I don't know, velvety pouches. And I've been keeping them in that because they look stunning. We have The Queen, which is by Lana. And they are gorgeous on the, they have like, almost like holographic, I guess. The Huntress, which is Beck McMaster. So I'll show you this one. Aren't they stunning? Oh my god. And they're little like baby books. Alright, so we're gonna use Grace as our kind of comparison. But yeah, they're quite small but so cute. I don't think these have to be read in a particular order, but I haven't really looked any of that up, so don't quote me on it. So excited for these. I've read all of these authors before. Obviously, I love Lana. I've also really enjoyed Beck McMaster in the past. I didn't like Evie Mitchell, but I did read something contemporary from her, so maybe this like fantasy will be more up my alley. So those are those. Next up, we have Chelsea Curto, of which I bought 4 books from home, and I purchased one or pre-ordered one from her. So, talked about this one before. Let's Face Off, the first book in the DC Stars series. Loved this. One of the best hockey romances I've ever read. So I got that one signed. And then I also had Power Play and Slapshot, which I purchased and brought with me to the event. Haven't read those 2 yet, but super excited. And then at the event, I pre-ordered Hat Trick because it came out a couple of days before the event, and I just didn't trust Amazon to get it to me on time. So, pre-ordered from the event. So excited to get to this one at some point. And then I also took one of her standalones with me. This is An Unexpected Paradise. Again, planning to buy the rest of her standalones and pretty much everything she ever puts out, but ran out of time, so I got some more book plates from her, and they will go in as I purchase the books. Okay, let's go into the other hockey romance series that I got. I have The Puck's Secret and The Puck Decoy by G.N. Wright. Read this one, which is the first one, really enjoyed it, immediately pre-ordered these 2. Don't really remember anything about this one now because it's been probably, I don't know, maybe like 9-10 months, maybe even more, I don't know. So probably going to reread that one and then continue the series. I believe this is a 4-book series. Excited to see what happens in this one and to remind myself of this one. These ones, I have Crown of Blood and Glass by Lucinda Dark and Rebecca Gray, which is the first book in this series, which is called the Awakened Fates series. I also have book 2, Dawn of Fate and Vela, and book 3, which is Wings of Sunfire and Darkness. As you can see, this is the one I'm currently reading. So I'd read book 1 last year, and I have already reread it. It was the first thing I picked up from Babe, and so I enjoyed rereading it. It was fun, and then immediately started the second one, which I'm working on at the moment, and I am 96 pages into it, having a good time reading it, excited to see what happens in book 3. And these also have the sprayed edges in the different colors, which I think is really cool. I really like it. Next, all of these ones I took to the event. So I have Helen, I still don't know how to say her last name, Shaurer. I took A Layer of Bones, which I've had probably like 3 or 4 years now, and I still haven't read. Been wanting to get to it. I just like, I don't know. Every time I'm just like, I'll get to it soon, and then I just don't. But I have already read this one as well. This is Slaying the Shadow Prince. This is a standalone, but kind of connects to a series. It's, yeah. I read this one during Eurovision-a-thon. I did enjoy it. I didn't completely love it, but it's I think because I had already read that first book in the kind of series that this is a prequel to, and so I kind of knew what was coming, and that did kind of take some of the excitement out of this one a little, but I still really enjoyed it. And then I also ordered the special edition of her new book, Iron and Embers. This is The Ashes of Thesma, and I think this series comes after this other series, which is called The Legends of Thesma, I think. The first one is Blood and Steel, so I really enjoyed that one. This is like the prequel to that, and then this is now the next series. It's so pretty, and I am very much looking forward to eventually getting to this one when I read the rest of that first series. All right, next we have a whole series here. What is the name of this series? I don't actually remember the name of the series. The first one is Bonded by Thorns, and then, oh, Beast of the Briar, that's what it is. Woven by Gold is book 2. 3 is Forged by Malice, and 4 is Broken by Daylight, or by Elizabeth Hallen. They were so nice. So Elizabeth Hallen, oh my god, I didn't even notice all this stuff. I'm gonna have to have a look through that. They're a duo, a sister duo. They were so lovely, and I've read the first 2. Been nervous to read 3 and 4 because this is an 8-book series, I think, and I'm nervous because they love cliffhangers and just leaving you with that thing that you're like, I gotta read the next one now. So I've been nervous too. I really want to, but I've been trying to hold off. I believe the next ones are all out like pretty quick succession, like it's not like a 2-3 year wait between them, but we'll see when they come out and when I get to them. But otherwise, didn't think I'd really get into the series because I don't love a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I tend to have mixed thoughts, but these ones are so much fun that I'm just really enjoying them. All right, only 2 more of this to go. This one is a big one. That is SM Gaither? Still don't know how to say this one. This one I bought with me to the event. This is Song of the Marked. This is book 1 in the series, and this is published by Penguin now. So I picked up that one, and I will pick up the rest of the series once I've read that one. I have no room here. But I went ahead and got a bunch of their other ones as well. So I have What Blooms from Death. This is the first book in the new series. I believe this one has also just been picked up. So I'm very excited to have an indie copy as well. Honestly, don't even know what this one is about, but we're going for it anyway. Then I have a duology. This is Flame and Sparrow, which is book 1, and Ash and Feather. And these are the like character art covers. I thought they were beautiful. Very excited. Again, no idea what these ones are about. But they're pretty high up on the list. And then I also got a completed trilogy. So this is the Serpents and Kings series. Book 1 is The Queen of Cursed Things, The King of Burning Skies, and The Empire of Empty Wars. That sounds really cool. I like that title. So that's all SM Gaither. Very excited to get to those ones. And now we have the final author, and honestly, some of the most beautiful books in this haul and now are definitely on my shelves. And that is Alana Lee. This is the special edition of The Scent of Us, part 1 and 2. This is the Bond Disillusion Omegaverse series. Like, isn't this stunning? So nice. And then the orange on the sides as well. All very pretty. And then also technically the third book in the series. This is The Heat of Us. Loving the pink. So pretty. And again, got the matching sides. So those are stunning, right? They're gonna go on my shelves. They're gonna look so pretty. And I also pre-ordered this one, A Pack for Winter, which is part of a cozy verse. So it's like a megaverse, but cozy. And the first book is by a different author. So A Pack for Autumn and then A Pack for Winter. I haven't read this one yet. I read the first one in the series. Thought it was really cute. So excited for this. And I think it's just gorgeous as well. So I got those ones. I pre-ordered those from the author. And then as we were walking around, having already literally just met her, was walking around and we ended up at the booth for Fake Crate, and then they had this. This is another special edition of the same series. Yeah, I did that. I bought these. So usually I am not the type to buy more than one copy of a book because my books are on my shelves because I'm going to read them, and if I'm not going to read them, they go, right? Unless it's like something, you know, meaningful to me. Like there are books on my shelves that emotionally destroyed me and I'll never read them again, but I'm not going to get rid of them. But otherwise, if I have a book, it's to be read. And I don't buy into the buying multiple copies, but these were so pretty and I ended up getting them, obviously, because they're here. So this one separates The Scent of Us into part 1 and part 2. Yes, I got that right. Aren't these so pretty though? I love them. And then on the sides, like, just, sorry, I just opened the thing and I realized that oh my god. I don't think I'd actually opened these since buying them because I was so nervous about ruining them, and oh my god. So my first reaction was to the end papers. Gorgeous. And then look what's under the dust jacket. Like, it's so pretty. Oh, it's giving like Gatsby vibes. I don't know if anyone else has seen the edition of Gatsby that's, I think actually of all of Fitzgerald's works that are kind of like this, especially on the side. Love it. Oh my god. I don't feel so bad about buying these now because they're so pretty. Okay. So, I'm so nervous. Okay, let's look at part 2. So they have the same sides. Are they the same on the outside? different artwork on the front. And then I think it's slightly different, I don't know, on the side. So pretty. They feel really nice too. Oh my god. Okay, and then The Heat of Us, which is book 2. So those ones have the like orange vibe. And this one's green. So pretty. Are we ready? So cute. I love the artwork from this. I'm gonna have to look up who has done the end page. Nico Tumark. I will I'm gonna go look that up. Oh, so pretty. I love the green. I love green. Oh my god. These are so pretty. Yeah, I really do not feel bad about buying these now because they are so gorgeous. I think the only thing is I can't decide whether I like these editions or these editions more. I think they're both stunning. I love the like artwork and the detail, but I also kind of love the like simplicity of this one. Oh, has this one got art in it? It does. Oh my god. Like, so pretty. So glad I bought those. Oh my god. I have read the first part and that's it. But I enjoyed it so much that I just think that I'm going to enjoy this whole series. And also Alana Lee was so lovely, and I'm so looking forward to rereading the first one because I have to now that I have these covers. Are you kidding me? And reading the second part and reading the third book as well. But that is finally the vlog. The whole, I did not know how long that took me. My camera is saying 32 minutes just for this part. So that was probably almost an hour. I'm so sorry. But I mean, there's so many gorgeous things and I'm so excited about these. I will leave you all here. I'm actually kind of feeling a little bit better. That's probably going to fade as soon as I stand up, but having pretty books, being excited about them, I feel just like a slightly little bit less sick, which is always a win. So I would love to hear, I would love to hear which of these ones you think you prefer, which one's your favorite. Any of these that you're excited for, I would also love to hear about, and I will catch you all next time. I haven't been posting a lot, as I said. I haven't really had the time, bad health flare, and all that other life stuff. I will be back when I can be back, and thank you all so much for sticking with me and for all of your love and support, and gentle bullying if you're Meredith. I mean, not even that gentle. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.